And I'll go ahead and introduce our speaker today. Oh, we got more people coming in. This is wonderful. Okay, so Chenique Jeffress is the program manager with the Autism Support of Alabama. And over 17 years, she has assisted families in helping to make their journeys a little easier in challenging times. So thank you so much for that. Her journey with autism began when her now 23-year-old son, Jaden, was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder at 5 years old. And as a parent, she knows firsthand that parents must be their child's advocate. Trying to find more resources, she became involved with the Autism Society as a networking group leader for many years, leading to her current position. She has a seat on the board of the Auburn University Regional Autism Network Constituency Board, say that 5 times fast, and was elected chair. So awesome, good job. And she is also an Autauga County, I think I pronounced that right, Children's Policy Council member, and serves on the 21 plus work group for the Alabama Interagency Autism Coordinating Council and the Alabama Autism Network providers. So welcome, Chenique. I'm very grateful for your time and your energy and the resources you're about to share with our clients or with our friends here. And so if you have a question for Chenique during her presentation, I will be monitoring the chat. So just type it in the chat. And when we get a good break, I'll go ahead and present those questions to her. So without further ado, please take it away, Chenique.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good morning, everyone. Once again, I am Chenique Jeffress. I am the program manager with the Autism Support of Alabama. At Autism Support of Alabama, autism is more than a society, it's a family. Just to give a little background, we have been in existence since 1992. That's 32 years ago. And we started to improve the services for people with autism and their families through education and advocacy. We are now Autism Support of Alabama. In about 2017, we changed our name from Autism Society of Alabama to Autism Support of Alabama. And that's just because we wanted to keep the funds in the state of Alabama. So we didn't want any of our funds that we raised to go outside of Alabama. We wanted to keep those in the state of Alabama. So we decided to change the name. So the society went from society to support. Let's get started. Okay, I'll be talking about our programs today that we have. We're not actually a provider. We connect you to providers, and we have our own programs that we have. So I'll talk about our meaningful programs, which create a lasting impact on the people with autism across the state of Alabama. One of the things that we have is our care binders, and that is for parents of children or adults who have a child on the autism spectrum. And it's a binder where you can keep all your information in one place at one time. So you can keep emergency information in there. We hope that you don't need it, but if you need it, you have easy access to. So you'll have all the information, an update picture. You can keep all your IEPs in there. So when you go to meetings, you can have the IEP from the last year so you compare it with this year's. You can keep any of your doctor information for your child in there. It's a way to keep all your information in one place at one time. These are free of charge. We just ask that you fill out the form, mail us the form, and we mail the binder directly to you. One of the other things that we have is our Ask kits, and those are for our first responders, police departments, fire departments, ambulance. And this is if they come in contact with someone who's on the spectrum. They have some items to deal with that person to help it be a little bit more easier. So in those bags, we have things like headphones, fidget toys, sunglasses, and a social story, because this can come along with any sensory issues that the child or adult might have. So these are the things that can help them with that. One of the things that we also offer are our family grant, and then we take those in the month of May and the month of November. So we have that coming up. And we will give you up to $250 towards ABA therapy, swim lessons, respite care, and wandering devices. We know things can get hard for the family, so we're trying to help ease that a little bit with $250 towards those things. We take applications coming up. We'll be taking applications for the month of November throughout the whole month, and then it's a lottery for the families when we pick the families. So, and then once the families are picked, we just ask that you send in the form and then just your receipt for the respite care, ABA therapy, swimming, or wandering devices, and we'll go ahead and send the check out to you. So that's one of the things that we are proud that we can help with, because we know that those things can get a little hard on the pocket. One of the things, excuse me, one of the things that we have started is I think it's just the 4th year, is our post-secondary scholarship program. And that's for after high school, if they want to go to a post-secondary program, a technical, a day program. We ask that they send that in, and they can get $1,000 towards that program. When we first started out, it was $500, but now we have to the funds that we have raised, we have increased it to $1,000. And like I said, we've had our participants have been going to the programs at Alabama, Auburn. We have day programs that they have attended, technical college, community college. So it's a wide range. So anything after the high school, we will be able to help with that. So we have that in April. We take applications for that in April of each year. One of the things that we have is our Camp Frog, and it's a way for the families to get away and just have a great time and connect with other family members. We just had 2 the beginning of this month. We had and we have one that we have in March that's for the older group. So the ones that were in this month were for 6 through 14 years of age, and that's at Camp Aska. We go up there on Friday to Sunday. Meals are provided. We have activities, boat rides, splash pad, and it's a way for you to connect with other family members to let you know you're not the only one going through this. The only thing that we ask for is a $25 non-refundable fee. Everything else is paid for, and you can come and enjoy the weekend. We have connect groups throughout the state of Alabama. Since COVID, we are still reestablishing some of our connect groups, but we would like to have one in each one of the 67 counties. So the connect groups are a way for families to get together, have different programs, meetings, social outings. So we're looking for different members to be over the connect groups for each county. So we're still looking for those, and we have some that we have been established and that are meeting and doing different activities. One of the ways that we connect our people with information is when they call in for INR, and that's information and resources. We connect them to the ABA therapy, to the speech therapy, to connect groups in their area. So if they call looking for different areas, in their different groups in their areas, we connect them to those. So we have a wide range of listings that can connect people to what they need in their area. So whatever you need, if there's any questions that you have, you can contact us and we'll get you to the necessary resources. Okay, to have some of these programs and to have them be of little of cost to everyone, we do awareness and fundraising. And some of our fundraising efforts are our car tag. We have a tag, an autism tag, that generates income for us, that raises money for us. And I think we're doing pretty well. If you see those throughout the state of Alabama. So this helps with our different programs so that we don't ask for our people to pay out of pocket on so much. Another one of our things is for awareness. It's our Walk for Autism that we have every year throughout the month of April throughout the state of Alabama. We have walks that have been Birmingham, Huntsville, Montgomery, Mobile, outside areas of Birmingham, Dadeville. So we're trying to get more walks established throughout the state of Alabama. But this is to have everyone be aware of what autism is and to support our families. One of the groups that we have to help us fundraise and to get the word out is our junior board. It's a young professional group that we have. Right now, they're only out of Birmingham, and they have different fundraisers that they help with. And one of the fundraisers that they help with is the Bankston Bash, and it's coming up in November. This is the way that they raise funds, is watch games, win prizes. Another one of the things that they do to help raise money is the Funky Fish Fry. And that's usually in April. It's usually on the same day as the Birmingham Walk. So you'll have a lot of awareness of autism and fundraising for autism on that day in the Birmingham area. One of the ways that we're trying to get out to our businesses, we have created Autism Friendly Alabama, and it's a program to support the autism of Alabama and to say that your business is autism friendly. So we have been working on that website, and we finally got the website out, and we're getting that out to our businesses in the state of Alabama so people can know that your place of business is autism friendly. Some of the other ways that we have raised funds and given back to the community is we had London's Puzzle Piece, and that's where we raise money for Landon. He is on the autism spectrum. We had people donate items and gifts, and we sent those back to families that suggested that these are the items that they wanted. So that's one of the ways we give back. For Halloween, we have the Blue Pumpkin Project, and that's just being aware of trick-or-treaters, that everyone is not on the same level and that they might be on the autism spectrum. So we have the Blue Pumpkin Project, and we also sell t-shirts to raise funds for that. Last year and previous years, we have done a cam ride, and that all those proceeds go to the support of Alabama when we do that trail ride. We also have the ornament. We'll be putting out our 2024 ornament October, and this is the way that we give back. We have someone who was on the autism spectrum design the ornament. So it's designed by someone who's on the autism spectrum. And we sell those, and the proceeds for that helps with our programs too. So we'll be releasing the new 2024 ornament in October. We want to recognize the families and the children and adults on the spectrum. So we have a Faces of Autism that we have on our page, where we designate and we recognize someone with autism every Friday. And if you go to our website page, you can fill out the form and submit your picture, and that will go on our social media pages every Friday. Once we pick a Faces of Autism, that will be seen on our social media pages each Friday. Okay, the funds allocation where we're fundraising, we're doing 6% fundraising, and all of our money, 6% is going back into fundraising. 83% is going into our programs, and management is 11%. So when we're fundraising, the bulk of the money is going back into our program so we can better serve the communities. Okay, these are our website is autism-alabama.org, and you can scan the code for different resources for Autism Alabama. Our social media pages, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I think it's X now, so we'll need to change that. So you can go to any of those social media pages to see what we have going on. You can also sign up for our newsletter on our website. Once you sign up for that, you'll get a newsletter. We put out a newsletter every quarter, and it'll let you know what we have going on, our upcoming events and things like that. Okay, so that is what I have, and I'll take any questions. Stop sharing.
Thank you for all that information. I had never heard about Autism Support of Alabama before, so I'm learning something new today as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So while our participants are collecting their thoughts, I just have a very quick question. So if a family were to reach out and want your services, this is a statewide program you mentioned, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how would that process look if someone were to say, I want to participate in your services? Are there any requirements that a family would need to present to you in order to get onto your program and get your resources?
No, ma'am, there's no requirements. We just most of the time we've received emails or phone calls, and someone is looking for resources such as ABA therapy. I want to know, I need speech. So once I establish what they're needing and what area they're in, I'm helping them find those resources in the area. But the criteria is just that you need to have a child or adult on the spectrum. But other than that, no criteria. We don't accept any member donation. Well, not member. We don't have a member price anymore. It used to be a member price before to be a member, but we don't do that anymore. So just be on have a child or adult that's on the autism spectrum.
Wonderful. And so there's no income requirement or threshold?
No, ma'am.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you. And if you have questions for Chenique, you can feel free to either unmute and just speak your truths, or you can type it into the chat.
Yes, don't be shy. And also our form for our care binders, that's also on our website. The form does have to be mailed. Once you mail the form, we'll get that book out to you, that care binder sent out to you.
And I think that's a great resource. I've mentioned it a few times in some of my trainings with caregivers with various, diagnoses that, you never know what is coming down the pipeline, something may happen where, your loved one needs care and you're not available to give all the information that is necessary. And so that's just a great way to prepare for the unexpected and can give you some peace of mind. All right, so I do have a question here from Vanessa. Do you have a Connect group for young adults in the Birmingham area?
Yes, we have 2 right now. If you can put your email address in the chat, then I can email you those because I don't want to get it wrong. And I think one of them has a Facebook page, so I can give you that information. But yeah, we do have 2 that's meeting on a regular basis. They're doing activities every month, and they're having side meetings. So there are 2 that's going on right now that I know of.
Wonderful. And are you okay, Chenique, if I put your email address in the chat for our participants to contact you?
Yes, that's great.
Okay, great. I'll go ahead and do that while we're waiting.
And then I had a question. So do you only take the diagnoses from the clinical diagnoses, or do you also take educational diagnoses? Because I know we run into a lot that it's easier to get and quicker to get an educational diagnosis, but they don't qualify for services yet. So do you work with that, or how do you help families that are like in that transition and on wait lists to get the clinical diagnosis?
We work with that. And I know that some of them don't accept that at that point. They have to get another diagnosis, but we work with them and try to find someone who will accept that at the time to get them started on the process. So we work with that. We don't turn them away. We work with that and try to get them some help starting off.
Great question, Pam. Any other questions?
Also, for the Ask Kids, I would like to say, where you live at in your neighborhood, it's nice to, if you have a fire department, go in and talk with them, let them know about our Ask Kids, in case anything happens. So you'll know, and they'll know. And some people, it's all about getting the word out. So we're still getting the word out about that. So if you're the area you're living in, it's best to let your fire department know.
All right, and I did have some participants log in after we had started. So I just want to remind everyone that if you do want to get your education stipend for participating today, you must put your email address in the chat. And I will send you that survey here in a little while, and then fill it out within 24 hours and get that stipend. If you fill it out after 24 hours, then you don't get the stipend. So just want to make sure everyone knows that before we close today. Thank you again, Chenique. I think this is a great resource. And like you said, getting the word out is half the battle. And so I appreciate you taking your time today to speak with our caregivers and give them the information, because every little bit helps. And so I do appreciate your time. And if anybody has any questions that they think of after we end today and you want to get it to Chenique, her email address is in the chat, but you can also email me or call, and I will get you connected with her. So if there's nothing else, I'll go ahead and dismiss for the day. I appreciate y'all taking time out to come and spend time with us. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourselves as best as you can. Stay dry, and we'll see y'all next week, okay? All right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you.